Shabbat Shalom. On this Shabbat before Thanksgiving, as many people prepare for a sumptuous meal of turkey stuffing and pumpkin pie, although in my house there will also be vegan options for those who don't eat animal products, we think about the question, when is it appropriate to give thanks? Well, the story of Thanksgiving can actually provide an answer. The Pilgrims are often credited with observing the first Thanksgiving in 1621. You might have learned that in school, that the origins are dubious. And then it was President George Washington who in 1789 declared a day of Thanksgiving for that year to be observed on November 26th. He wanted the newly born nation to be grateful for the success of the revolution, the newly acquired independence, and for the religious freedoms upon which the new country was founded. But it was not until 1863 that Thanksgiving was declared officially as a national holiday. It was Abraham Lincoln who on October 3rd, I want you to hold on to that date, who issued a proclamation that declared that God should be thanked, quote, solemnly, reverently, and gratefully, as with one heart and one voice by the whole American people. To understand the significance of these words, you need to know that the bloody Battle of Gettysburg took place just 3 months before that, the beginning of July. And then, 6 weeks after the Declaration of Thanksgiving, Lincoln was invited to take part in the dedication of the cemetery in Gettysburg, where the fallen soldiers were buried. It was on that day, November 19th, that Lincoln, in a very short 2-minute speech, declared that we are a nation that recognizes that, quote, all men are created equal. That speech, of course, was later known as the Gettysburg Address. And exactly 1 week later, on November 26th, the first Thanksgiving as a national holiday was observed. We often think about giving thanks before or after a particular act, but President Lincoln chose to create Thanksgiving in the midst of the Civil War, following one of the bloodiest battles. The battle changed the tide of the war, but it was clear that the war was not over. In the midst of the Civil War, Lincoln calls on all Americans to find gratitude for our blessings. He calls on Americans to remember those who have fallen and their widows and orphans. He asks people to pray for the restoration of, quote, full enjoyment of peace, harmony, tranquility, and union for our country. On this Thanksgiving, when it sometimes feels that Americans are in the midst of another civil war, it's appropriate to offer gratitude for our blessings. And just like the first Thanksgiving, to pray for, quote, peace, harmony, tranquility, and union for our country. On this Shabbat, as we look forward to Thanksgiving, let us remember the origins of the holiday and work towards unity of our nation. Shabbat Shalom.